Morning, Spurs fans. I'm not going to say good morning, because how could it be good morning after a performance like that yesterday? Really disappointing and worrying, to be honest with you. Before I start on that, I want to absolutely chastise the club. Yesterday was the 18th anniversary of the death of our greatest ever manager, Bill Nicholson. There wasn't even a mention of the match. There was no mention in the programme. It appears all they kept plugging was Tyson Fury's fight, which is obviously more important because it makes money for them. I'm absolutely disgusted about that. Nearly as much disgusted as the team's performance. And the club should rectify that in the next match programme. Where would we be without Bill Nicholson? We certainly wouldn't have a stadium like we have at the moment. So I think it's a huge mistake by someone in the PR department who didn't even bother to check the date. Now, with regards to the performance, we were doing okay until Hugo had the clanger. Another clanger from Hugo, which is worrying because he's making a lot of them recently. There's no way that was a foul. I mean, that was a hope that VAR might bail us out, but it didn't, quite rightly so. And the second goal, Longley, was completely turned by Joe Linton. He should never have got in as far as he did to make the shot and score. Okay, we tried a bit better in the second half. A little bit better, not much. I thought that the defending overall, Eric Dyer was like a rabbit caught in the headlights every time he got the ball. He didn't know what to do with it. Sanchez was Sanchez. Hugo was becoming Hugo. We cannot defend against a team like Newcastle, who are up and coming thanks to the dirty money they've inherited from the Saudi regime. We're going to be beaten by teams like Liverpool if we play like that again. Absolutely awful. Eric Dyer, whatever chance he had of going to the World Cup, he completely lost it yesterday. It was the worst performance I think I've seen from the centre-back for any team all season. It was dreadful. He nearly scored one of the own goals of the season as well, without even looking where Hugo was. You know, I really cannot see how Harry Kane is going to remain in Spurs if we keep on like this. I mean, he was the shining light yesterday. He tried. Son tried as well. Bissouma was okay in spots. They brought Matt Doherty on to try and bomb up the wing, and what did he do? Came inside and passed backwards every time. It's just not good enough. And the biggest worry that I have now is from watching Conte's reaction. He has come here with a project. He's not 12 months into it, but I'm getting the feeling he's already decided in his own mind he's not going to be able to do it with the players that we have on our books at the moment. So regretfully, I am coming to the conclusion that Conte will not renew his contract. Okay, this is what some people want apparently, but it's not what the majority of Spurs fans want. We want Conte to stay and be successful. But I honestly think at the end of the season he'll be on his bike, unless we absolutely qualify for the Champions League again or do something special. Because at the moment we are playing like a team that's full of fear. There's no fluidity, there's no pattern. Like, look at Newcastle yesterday. They played round us with ease, absolutely played through us with their eyes closed. I mean, I'm normally a very positive person when it comes to Tottenham, but afraid today I'm the most negative I've been for a while, and I cannot see the light. I cannot see the end of the tunnel here unless something drastically changes, whether it's our style of play, whether it's getting rid of players that are absolutely just not good enough to play for the shirt. Because I think we've got a very difficult game coming against Sporting Lisbon on Wednesday, and if we lose that game, we are not going to qualify for the Champions League next round. And if that happens, you can definitely say Conte will be on his bike. I said, I'm sorry for being so negative, but this is not a knee-jerk reaction. This is 12, 15, 16 hours after the match is finished. I've had time to look at this. I've checked social media. There's a lot of people very unhappy. There's a lot of people very scared that don't like going into work this morning for the slagging they're going to get because of the performance yesterday. And I feel sorry for Chris, who works in Newcastle. He is going to get a hell of a day today. So anyway, that's it. Listen, I'm sorry for being so negative, but hopefully it'll be more positive after the next match. But I have my doubts. Come on, you Spurs, please.